I'm April May. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a tarot reading on Brittany Murphy. But before I get started, I wanted to touch base on my previous reading, which was on Kiely Rodni. And I'm extremely heartbroken for the family for what has happened to her, but I am thankful that they now have answers. So on to the tarot reading. So if you've watched my Kiely Rodni video, then you know that I got that 90% wrong, if not 100% wrong. And I'm okay with that happening from time to time, because what happens as tarot readers is we're tapping into energy, and we're tapping into an energy that is not close to us. When we do a tarot reading in person, it's much easier to tap into that person's energy. So when we're doing these true crime tarot readings or celebrity readings or things like that, we're always using, I assume everybody's using their spirit guides and their, I use my angels, my teachers, and my spirit guides to tap into energy. And we're trying to tap into the energy of the person we're trying to do the reading on. But sometimes we tap into a stronger energy. And I assume that's what happened during my Kiely Rodni energy. My Kiely Rodni reading is that I was tapping into a stronger energy that had a message to deliver and needs help. So that made me go and look for missing persons in that county that I thought might be the energy that I was tapping into. I couldn't find anybody but a 15-year-old, and then I couldn't find any information on her disappearance. So I still have a lot of research to do on that. But I just wanted to explain why sometimes that happens. And yes, I've left that reading up. I'm not going to take it down because I'm not ashamed of getting a reading wrong. My purpose in doing this is to try to deliver answers. And so sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I tap into a different energy. It happens to all of us. And, you know, I just want to explain why that happens and what probably happened during that reading. And I would be wrong 100 times if it meant that some of these people and these families and these parents and siblings could get answers on what has happened to their loved ones. And on that note, let's get started with the reading. Anyway, so this reading is on Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy was an American actress who starred in movies like Clueless, Don't Say a Word, Uptown Girls, 8 Miles, and many more. On December 20th, 2009, she collapsed in her bathroom, and EMS was called to her residence, where she was rushed to the hospital but died 2 hours later. The coroner's report stated her cause of death was pneumonia with secondary factors of severe iron deficiency anemia and multiple legal drug intoxication. In January 2010, her husband, Simon Monjack, also died in the same house and the same cause of death, that being pneumonia and severe anemia. So it's a little strange, but let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to be using 3 decks of cards. I'm going to be using my True Crime Tarot deck, the Rider-Waite Apprentice deck, and the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. This says the perpetrator will confess to someone. Hidden in plain sight. Read that. Perpetrator already interviewed. And the perpetrator has left the area. Check for similar crimes. Listen to local rumors. And victim's prior behavior was unusual. I'm going to set that over here. So I'm just going to fan these out. So a perpetrator will confess to someone. I know you may not be able to read these. check for similar crimes. Well, we did have two that resulted in the same autopsy report. Hidden in plain sight. Can you see the picture on this one? It's an owl blending into the tree. Hidden in plain sight. Listen to local rumors. Whoever did this has already been interviewed. The victim's prior behavior was unusual, and the perpetrator has left the area. Moved away. Okay. I'm going to grab the tarot cards, give them a good shuffle. This out of the way, and I'm going to, did I not? Oh, that's because I pulled different cards. Okay. So I had hidden in plain sight, listen to local rumors, and the victim's behavior. And then I'm going to slide these underneath. I just like to keep things organized. This is my OCD kicking in, I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully you can read all of these. So we have the Seven of Pentacles upright, the World reversed, and the Nine of Cups upright. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. So the Seven of Pentacles upright, that's putting in time and effort, then reaping the rewards. And then the World reversed, that's not satisfied. Something's incomplete, needs closure. And then the Nine of Cups, this is a self-serving relationships, and they're unfulfilling. Again, discontented, dissatisfied. It can also be a bad host. So you see there's a lot of putting in the effort to seek the rewards of your hard labor and not satisfied. And again, we have another cup that references being dissatisfied. And self-serving relationships are unfulfilling. So we have somebody putting in the time and effort, wanting something in return and being dissatisfied and not getting it. So the Six of Wands reversed, Two of Pentacles upright, and the Three of Swords reversed. So the Six of Wands, this is no recognition. So the card actually reads bad reviews, no recognition, arrogant winner, just seeking praise and fame, and your success is blocked. The Two of Pentacles is juggling responsibilities, personal finance, etc., keeping it all in balance. It can be flexible and adaptable. And then the Three of Swords, so that's emotional recovery. It can be slow healing, less intense sorrow, apology, and forgiveness. So let's see. This check for similar crimes, the fact that two people in this house both had the same results from the coroner is very suspicious to me. And I'm wondering if this is what that is referring to. And somebody felt like they were putting a lot of effort in for something in return, and they weren't getting it. They weren't getting any recognition. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I just wrote on my table. Let me grab 3 more cards. Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Cups upright, and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the 6 of Wands, this is somebody who's resistant to change and pulled back into turmoil. It can be a difficult transition. We have King of Cups. This is emotional maturity and balance, tolerant, kind, fatherly, good people skills, and a creative leader. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, thank you. The Ace of Pentacles, risky new venture, finance, health, worries, taking things for granted, and too materialistic. See, somebody was wanting her, I'm just going to say it. I'm getting that somebody was wanting her money. I wonder what her behavior was prior to this. See, I don't know that. I'm really getting... hang on, I know I'm not talking much. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this message right, because I'm kind of getting... totally. Since I totally tanked the Kiely, Rodni, I just want to make sure that what I'm getting makes sense. See, look at this. So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hermit upright. And then we have the 10 of Cups reversed. So the Page of Pentacles, this is somebody who is financially irresponsible. And we have the Hermit upright. And this can be solitude, it can be introspection, it can be solitude. It can also be mentorship and guidance, seeking wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. So that's what all this card can mean. And then we have the 10 of Cups. When the 10 of Cups is reversed, that's family problems, dysfunctional, unhappy, lacking emotional connection or support. So you see, this is what this is talking about. This whole reading is about somebody's upset, there's financial issues, juggling responsibilities, not satisfied, financial worries, family problems. What I'm trying, so I get all this. Okay, that I get, but what happened to Brittany? I need to know what happened to Brittany. What happened to Brittany? Was this an accident? This is telling me it was not. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, 5 of Swords. This is conflict, argument. The 7 of Wands. This is a surprise attack. And the 5 of Cups. This is the fog will lift. Every cloud has a silver lining. Beginning to accept what happened and recover. Okay. I think Okay, oh gosh. Am I pulling? So we have the Three of, this is the Three of Swords. It's apology and forgiveness. So I know I'm piddling around and I'm just trying to make sure I get this message right. I think, reading these cards, that Simon, her husband, was very controlling of her finances and was not responsible with them. And I think there was an argument, or had been arguments, about finances between her, Brittany, and Simon. And I think when she became ill with like the flu or whatever, instead of taking her to the doctor, he was just kind of playing loosey-goosey with her medication. I'm reading these, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at these again. I think he contributed to her death by not taking her to a doctor and controlling her. I think he stressed her out. I'm just getting stress, and I think that contributed. Oh, new infatuation. Oh no. You know, we think that Simon, or I think that Simon was the one controlling everything. Oh, it just really does seem like Simon was controlling everything. But how much did the mother have? How much was she involved in what Brittany did and what happened to her? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups upright. That's new infatuation. And then we have the Temperance reversed. That's imbalanced and misaligned. And excess and extremes. Excess and extremes. Then we have the Eight of Swords. I'm sorry. I'm just confused as to what actually happened. I'm just trying to get... I understand that they were playing loosey-goosey with her meds. I get that. I understand that. Thank you. But who was doing that? Then we have the Eight of Swords upright. That can be insecure and isolated. I feel like that's what they were doing to her. They were isolating her and controlling her. This new infatuation, because they're oh my God, were they having an affair? That's a shaky foundation. Four of Wands is a shaky foundation. Knight of Swords. That can be aggressive persuasion. This is the Knight of Swords reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, and the Hangman. Refusing to consider another point of view. Playing the martyr. Okay, I think that's the mother playing the martyr. She's the one who raised her. And probably gave up everything for her career and did everything she could to help her career, to help make her successful. And I feel like she secretly was not getting what she wanted. I also think there's something funky going on with her relationship with Simon Monjack. And was there a fight between her and her mother prior to So somebody is upset about their lack of recognition. And we have Simon here. It feels like Simon was involved in Brittany's demise. There's something funky going on with the relationship with the mother. Now, I don't know what that whole dynamic was between the three of them, but I feel like Simon was involved in a roundabout way. It doesn't say that this was premeditated. I think that it was just controlling the amount of drugs. Like, if he kept her knocked out, he would have access to her medication. If he kept her knocked out, he'd have access to her money. I'm sorry, not her medication. So, I almost feel like what it is feeling like is that Simon was involved with what happened to Brittany. And he confessed that he had given her all these meds, was controlling her diet. And I think he broke down and said something to Sharon. I think that's her mother's name, Sharon, to Okay. See, I don't think that this was like a direct murder. I think this was keeping her medicated, keeping her down, keeping her submissive, if you can understand that. By keeping her weakened and in a weakened state, he could control her more. That's what I'm getting. And that's his role in it. And I think he knew what he was doing. And then he found out that he wasn't going to get anything from her. So then I'm kind of getting this suicide-ish feel from him. But I feel like there's... Oh, these cards again. See, this new infatuation, I think they had a weird, they may not have been like, let's say like just flat out lovers, and I hate that word, but lovers, anyway, that's just how I feel about it. I don't feel like they had that kind of a relationship, but I think that they were close to an icky degree. And I feel like Sharon had something to do with Simon's demise. You know, if it was in a roundabout way convincing him he needed to lose weight, when he didn't feel good, well, take all these drugs. Kind of doing the same thing to him that he did to Brittany. And I could be totally wrong. They both could have been in cahoots with the Brittany part. And maybe Brittany was upset with how close Simon was with her mother. I don't know. I do feel like there was a weirdness going on in the relationship with the husband and the mother. I do feel like the mother was involved. I don't know if she was involved in Brittany's, but I do feel like she was involved with Simon. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, I think the mother might have been involved with Brittany. And, okay. So the mother was more involved with Brittany. Okay, not as roundabout as I thought. Okay. And then, see, the mother thought she was going to get everything from Brittany's estate. And okay, thank you. When it all came out, there was not nearly as much to the estate as she had anticipated there would be. Okay, and this icky relationship was a little bit, I think the mother was a little bit more infatuated with, because the mother comes off kind of very childlike. See the page, that's a child, and immaturity. And I feel like that's the mother's energy. And Simon was controlling both the mother and Brittany. But the mother had a plan. I'd like to know if they ever did any kind of, it was written as an accident, the autopsy, so I bet there was never an investigation, like the mother who was researching what on their computers, and yeah, I'd be very interested to know what kind of research was being done on computers, if any. I think the mother was involved. I think it was money related. I think Simon had something to do with that, and when she found out there was no money, the fractures that would fracture her relationship with Simon, and then she had something to do with Simon's death. And if there was any kind of poisoning done, I don't remember if for some reason I thought the coroner was sued and her hair was tested and there were heavy metals, so that tells me that yes, there might, but why wouldn't they investigate that further if that was true? So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But there's something very suspicious about, and I'm going to say the mother was way more involved than I thought originally in this reading. And I think, was there jealousy ever that came up in this? I never get recognition. Family problems, risky venture, conflict, a new infatuation, a shaky background, shaky foundation, aggressive persuasion. See, that aggressive persuasion, there's something we are missing in all of this to be able to connect the dots. But the mother is involved, if not the one. Well, I'd like to know if they ever investigated her computer and what kind of research she did. Refusing to consider another point of view and playing the martyr. This is her mother. This is Simon. Yeah. So I'm sorry more didn't come out in this reading. I'm just double checking. So I'll go over this one more time. I think I feel like the mother was, at first I was thinking it was Simon, and maybe he was involved. Maybe that's why I'm getting that feeling. Maybe they both were involved. Okay. Okay. That's it. They were both involved. Okay, thank you. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I think they were both involved in what happened to Brittany. And then when the mother found out that there was no money, or very little money in the account, then I think she started doing to Simon what they did to Brittany. Yeah, that's because they had this kind of inappropriate relationship. I think there was jealousy, I think suppressed jealousy, let's put it like that, from her. And I think Simon was definitely controlling things, so he thought. The Sharon acts like this meek, submissive person, but in reality, she is actually the persuader. All right, so I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. Please remember to be safe out there and make good decisions, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, I'm back. Somebody asked me if I would take a picture of my scribblings because they think that they can see words and messages within the scribbling. So I'm going to set this up here and let you pause the video, take a screenshot of it, or do whatever you need to do. If you do find any messages in here, please list them down in the comments on what I've numbered each one of the pieces of paper. If you'll let me know where you find the messages, because I don't ever go back and look these over to try to find a message, because I feel like I'm just scribbling, so I don't, it doesn't feel like writing to me. So to me, there's no messages in there. If you find one, please let me know. All right, I thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.